Welcome to Predators Proclivity, where we look at data from the season and make comments on it. I'm your host, Preston Proctor. First, I'd like to give a shout out to one of our sponsors. We are brought to you by Piggy Enterprises, a subsidiary of Piggy's World. When you bring the pig, you better have ice cream. Okay, so today is February 27th. Tonight's opponent are the Ottawa Senators, 25, 28, and 3. They have 53 points. They're 16 points out of a wild card with 4 games in hand. They lost to the Caps last night in Washington, 6-3, after winning their last 2 at home, Dallas and Vegas. No slouches there. 2 of the top 5 teams in the Western Conference. The Preds, 32, 25, and 3, and a 5-game winning streak, all on the road, and 1-3 in their last homestand. They are second wildcard spot with 66 points. The Blues and Wild are both 4 points back with 2-1 games in hand, respectively. Their last meeting back on January 29th in Ottawa, they scored 3 goals in the first, gave up 3 goals in the second, and lost in overtime 4-3. So, what can we expect tonight? Tonight. So, the Preds are 14 and 15 at home with only 3 wins in their last 9 games, which would make them 11 and 9 at that point. And that just goes back to the games that they've played in this calendar year, randomly picking a spot. If we go back to mid-December, which, say, a little more than 2 months ago, they were 10 and 6 at home at that point, and they have been 4 and 9 since then. Not really what you're looking for. At home, the Preds still have not lost the first period and won the game. So if they lose the first period, things don't look good for the rest of the game. 11, 8, and 10. And you know how that goes. So they also don't fare well at home in the second period, which was kind of the reason why I started doing this analysis. At home in the second period, they're 8, 13, and 10. Which is not very good. And in the third, it's kind of split 9, 10, and 10. So if they don't get it in the first period, kind of sad. Anyway, that being said, getting the first goal, which I used to poo-poo, is currently a 2-1 advantage to the team getting it. If they win, if they get the first goal, they're 10 and 5 winning. If they don't get the first goal, they're 4 and 10. All of this is at home. So let's hope they get the first goal. Let's hope they win the first period. They win the first goal, get the first period. Things could go well. If they don't, could be an early night. So anyhow, go Preds, and thank you for listening. One other shout out to another one of our sponsors. We are sponsored by United Kyle Ventures. With Kyle around, you don't need to worry about your money. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.